SMTConnect in Nuremberg 2023. I'm joined by Bob from BTU. Thanks for coming over.
Pleasure to be here as usual.
Good to see you again. It was Apex the last time we chatted, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Actually, so what's happened for BTU in that short period of time?
Well, overall, our business has continued to grow and be strong, as we see that in the industry as well. We've brought some new products to market, even here at SMTConnect. We've got a new reflow oven that we've launched here and announced, and some other new products as well, a profiling product as well. So since the last time we met, we're now unveiling some new products that we couldn't unveil back in Apex, yes. So it's great.
Yeah, I think you might have teased them a little bit.
We did,
had something coming along.
Now we get the real McCoy here.
Yeah.
So.
And what has the reception been for those?
Yeah, it's been great. Customers, we've had great customer visits and a good customer reaction in terms of what they've seen. Some of them, knew that we were working on something like this, as we always get customer input for our products. But they're really delighted with some of the new changes that we've made on the reflow oven side. We've put a big focus on cost of ownership.
Oh, right.
And adding features and capabilities in that we weren't able to put into our previous platform.
Yeah.
So things like advanced flux management through our Aqua Scrub system, new graphical user interface, and other software improvements and capabilities that will enable us to move into even more Industry 4.0 related capabilities, as well as other performance and enhancements and things of that nature.
And actually that user interface is one of the key things at the moment, isn't it? With a lot of businesses struggling to find skilled staff.
Yeah.
Having easy to use kit is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And when we moved to the new graphical interface that we've launched here, actually, the inputs that we received were very much as you described. It's how do you take that process of programming your machine, generating recipes, and getting it to be a very simple user interface and approach that it's easy to read, easy to program, as I mentioned, easy to thermal profile, and give you the feedback and the help, for example.
Yeah.
And a good example of that is, where we're going with a lot of our advanced software capabilities is in the help and troubleshooting. So, it's not easy to put a maintenance person in the computer or a process engineer in a computer, but that's where we're going. So now, if there is a problem, or if they need to solve some problem, information is right at their fingertips.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that increases efficiency, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
As it works right across the line and down the line. This is a good show. You're getting a good response from people.
Yeah, the traffic is better than I thought it was going to be. Certainly, this is a smaller regional show, but this is a great show in general. We've had, as I mentioned before, we had really good traffic, a good response to the new products that we're demonstrating. So we're pretty, we're certainly pleased with the outcome.
With the new oven, where was that birthed from? Was it from customer requirements, or what you could see going on in the market and seeing where you could improve something or find a new solution to something that was already there?
Sure. So the development process, started with essentially a voice of the customer process. So, we've had a long history of providing reflow ovens to the market. So we've got a pretty good track record, and so we have very good background there. So we started with a voice of the customer process and gathered the inputs. What is it you like about your existing equipment? What is it you don't like about that equipment? What is it missing? What new features and capabilities do you need? And so that started the process.
Yeah.
And we assembled a highly diverse, cross-functional global team. So this was a global effort. Through all of BTU, which was really very helpful in terms of getting all the inputs that we needed into the new product. And from that became, the birth and the requirements for developing the new product to make sure that we had what the market was going to need looking forward, but certainly well beyond that.
do customers ever surprise you with some of their requests?
Sure. Most certainly customers do surprise us with some requests. They also surprise us with requests such as, well, we want this new thing. Well, when we get that new thing, well, why did you change that new thing? But in all seriousness, yes, certainly we get those types of requests, and those are the ones that you really start to pick apart.
Yeah,
why are you
right,
asking me for that thing? What's behind that?
Yeah.
And those are the ones that usually you find out have a lot of value.
Yeah, right, yeah. And I guess also there's a bit of interpretation there, isn't it, between what someone wants and actually what they need.
There's a big difference. What you heard and what the real requirement is that
Yeah.
comes out of that can be two different things.
Yeah.
So you really have to probe in to understand why and what it is that they're asking for. If they're asking you for something, okay, well, why? And you may find out that, you need that because of some other thing.
Yes.
That's deeper into that requirement. So it's very important, and that's part of that voice of the customer process, is to prosecute those things and probe them well.
And, an ongoing relationship with your customers, isn't it? That's, like you say, proving that in the real world is a valuable part of development.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope the rest of the show is successful for you, Bob. Good to see you again.
Likewise. Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you at Productronica.
Will do.
Yeah.